Good morning. Welcome to day 2. So, how was your day yesterday? What chit chat you had with your dresses? How was the experience for you? Do share your thoughts. Are you ready to do a lot more cleaning today? And you will need a little more strength because today is the day for some deeper cleaning. As we take the audit of our lives, today we are going to take a stock of our family life because that is what matters to us the most. I want you to stay back and objectively look at your house, the sounds in the house, the interaction of all the family members with each other. Just objectively view them and see whether you like it. There are some parts you are not happy about. If there are few, just write them down because from here we have to start our cleaning. All right, we face in our family life, we face the major challenge with our children. Parenting is a major topic which we can have a whole module discussing the intricacies. We'll do at a later time. But yes, to get you started, let us see the dynamics or what are the issues there. As we hear kids coming to the clinic every day, the major complaint which they have is that they say the parents don't listen to them. And from parents, we hear that the child does not talk to them, or they do not share as openly as they would wish them to. That is the major difference. But what happens here exactly is when the child is talking about his problem or he's sharing whatever he wants to talk, we as over enthusiastic parents or in all our eagerness and we sense, oh, the child has a problem, and we proactively, even before the child finishes the sentence, jump into offering suggestions, giving help, and telling the child to do this, don't do this, and we are all eager to help out. This is not what the child wants. The child only wants a patient hearing. And what happens is, because when he speaks out loud, even when we do that, if we have a problem, a domestic problem for instance, and we speak about it to our husband, that we are venting out about our problem, do we want him to solve our domestic issues? No, he cannot do that. But what we want is someone to hear us out. And also, while we speak out, where the whole act of speaking out gives us a little perspective, gives us a little clarity in our thoughts, and also the venting out makes us feel more lighter and we can solve the situation on our own. This is exactly what our children are looking for, and we fail to give them in our enthusiasm to help them. We are only helping them with suggestions which they do not need. In fact, they are much better equipped to handle their challenges, their problems on their own accord. They just need that support or that place of empathy, and just that saying that yes, we are around if you need anything, and they with that support and that someone to back them, they are good to go. Also, when we face challenges with our children and we do not understand why the child is behaving in a particular manner, the best idea is to switch places. We can actually sit in their position, in their circumstance, in their situation, and understand what the child is going through. Why is he behaving in a particular manner? Because we as parents, we just see the behavior and we just see the expression. But where is it originating from? What are the roots? Why is he doing that particular thing? If we get a little understanding of that, then we would know how to talk to that person that would make him feel at ease and give him some comfort, and so that the problem is addressed, not the symptom. So in that regard, we need to do that cleaning from that level, and that cleaning means more listening, less speaking. All right, when we are coming to our social life, remember as kids we had so many friends, we were so much happier. These days our social life is getting smaller and smaller. We do have virtual friends, but nobody to really talk to as much as we want to. And a larger social circle is always essential. It is healthy. These days you have so many platforms also, like BNI and various other platforms, where unknown people come together and they talk, they interact. That is primarily to expand business opportunities, get the work or knowing each other for work purposes. But also we need this a social circle for various other things, because not one type of friend would help us with all our problems. We need different types of friends for different type of problems. For instance, if I have a technical problem, if I have a friend who's good at the technical side, he could help me with that. And similarly, if I have a domestic problem, the same friend would not be able to offer help. I would need somebody who would have more empathy and listen to me and get, so that I can get more clarity. So we need different type of people. Now, where do you get these different type of people, you might ask? Where do I go to get friends even if I want to? You must have noticed there are some people we come across in life, maybe somebody from the building, someone from work, or generally we meet somebody and we take an instant liking to that person. That person has not done anything to us, or we don't even know each other as well, but somehow we feel that connection. We like that person for no reason. Don't let that opportunity pass. This happens for a reason. Now, what if we take that up time, whenever, remember we had saved some time from yesterday after the cleaning up, we do have time on our hands. Instead of watching an episode after work, when we are relaxing, instead of watching that episode on Netflix, why don't we spend some time making some real connections? We could call up a friend we will not talk to for some time, or these people who we randomly meet, we could have some conversations with them. Who knows, they could turn out to become a good friend of yours. Also, in this circle now, we have like-minded people. You could connect with any of them and you could be friends for life. Who knows? Why not go out, explore, and broaden our circle? In fact, there are so many relatives, elderly people, or there are a lot of relatives. Not all relatives you might dislike. There might be few you might really like. So you could reach out to them, talk to them, because these people also do not have people who are calling them, and they really feel nice if someone calls them. And you also, in fact, feel nice recounting the old memories with them. So there, if you look out to expand your social circle, you will find lots of ways and means to do it. Also, you could have some friend over for, invite someone over for lunch or dinner, or you could go out for, after the pandemic, of course, you could go out with your friends for some lunch or whatever outing. So that will strengthen your relationship and build a strong foundation. After all, a strong social connection is our blanket of security, protection, and warmth, and more importantly, happiness. So let us cultivate them. Let us grow that. All right. So the exercise for today is, your kids will be very happy with this exercise. Whatever you are doing with them, or telling them, reprimanding, giving instruction for a while, for a few days, don't do any of that. Anyway, it doesn't yield much result. So you can try letting that off. Instead, focus on building some bonds with them. In the sense, you could have, go down, play a game of badminton with them, or watch a movie together, or do something which strengthens the relationship, and you have a fun time doing it together. Also, you have to strengthen your social circle. In that, you could do something. Maybe you could make a few calls, or talk to a few people, invite somebody over, talk to someone, and talk to somebody new who you have not spoken to for a while, and see what feelings it brings in you. So try doing this exercise and share your experiences wholeheartedly. I'll be waiting to hear from you. Good day.